Need just a chill game. Like, Rust was chill, but I finally got all the weapons back that I lost from the big rig by playing off stream. And I even got a bolt action, so that was an extra. And I got a bunch of stones so that my base wouldn't break down. And then the whole world just goes to shit. I don't want to play that game no more. I still have the Avengers beta downloaded. I don't even own it. November 2nd was the last time I played Phasmophobia. Damn. That game was actually fun. But I still gotta edit the video for that. I don't want to put in all that time into Rust again. I put an unhealthy amount of my life playing Rust. I don't know what to play. I have so many games that I just don't know what to play. Fuck it, this game is laid back. It really takes not much. Wait, what? Is my stream done? Started 2 minutes ago. Wait, what? Live stream. What? Started 2 minutes ago. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? I hope it was day 118. Why is the description old? This is my old description. What the fuck? It should have changed. I don't know why the stream restarted. Sure. Let go, little boy. Because I want to see what that is. Ah, nice chill game. Alright, so I don't know what I'm supposed to look for. What is that? Water? Alright, so the... Oh, shit. Okay, now I need a weapon. Impossible. Food! Yeah! Nice, the weapon was in here. Found a medkit, flashlight, and a weapon. Shelves are full of cans. Oh, and we got a gas mask and that. Okay, we're fucking thriving. They don't need to eat now. You maniacs, you blew it up. Damn you all to hell. That's something we should have told our neighbors when they blew up our barbecue last spring. Those were good times, even if they were spent wasted on a good barbecue. Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for the harsh reality that awaits. Ted is fine. There's nothing new bothering Mary Jane. Dolores is fine as well. Nothing new to report. Okay, I don't need that. Our neighborhood is still trips services big to our health right now. We found some weird mushrooms growing on one of the wall. Food shortage is no laughing matter, so maybe it would be a good idea to grab them. Well, fuck. Tomato soup is our best friend and mushrooms aren't. Yuck. Where's the water when Ted needs it? Alright, well. Oh, he only got one. There, Mary Jane should be fine. Ted keeps coughing and is no longer thirsty. Dolores' health has not improved. We decided to have some fun and play a game or two. This took us most to keep our minds mad. Okay. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. Don't you play I Spy with colors? Ted is still sick. Dolores' health has not improved. Timmy is looking pale. Don't need to give him food. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted and no fresh air seems to be circulating through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats trapped in a professional and very cruel rat catcher. Okay. Use that. Someone knocking. Using the handbook to research the ventilation, it seemed like a fair idea. We figured if it's full of pointers on how to fix things, it must have a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration system. Before we could even check, we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out of that cursed vent. Their stings hurt like hell and seem to give us a fever. Ted needs water to survive. We haven't. About Dolores' sickness. Drink. One thing we didn't is about people dressed in green at a doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. Believe this is good. Those merry men were not merry at all. They told us that we were rich and that we should share with the 99% of the wasteland. They grabbed a few things. We couldn't do anything to stop them. Their green clothes were too damn hypnotizing. Something should be done about it. No longer thirsty, no longer thirsty, no longer thirsty. This is saying we keep fighting spiders everywhere. They're in our soup. They're in the water. We swear some of them keep coming back and they are bigger every time. We see them. It can't go on like this. It's time we wage war on the spiders. We always knew books were precious. They are always perfect weapon for total on insectoids of any kind. Fear will keep the local spiders in line. Fear of the scout handbook. While chasing them around the shelter, we found a misplaced water bottle. That was a good hunt. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. We can't just sit around while Dolores gets sick. Timmy needs an extra blanket. He's shivering all the time. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. Oh, I didn't get the axe. Oh no, I gave the axe to... Check it out. Check it out. How about using that manhole in the corner? If we didn't have that flashlight, we'd probably be a meal for something that was down there. We're not sure, but its eyes look very reptilian, very vicious, and very, very hungry. Was that a dinosaur? Ted hasn't recovered from his illness. Ted is really thirsty, is hungry. Alright, so... what will we give to enjoy sunshine again? We can't say there's a lot of light underground. We don't expect it to get any brighter down here. Alright. Hey, she made it back. What did you bring back? Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We did find the fire station in her town is at least semi-operational even after the apocalypse. It's not really shocking. Firefighters are the greatest of heroes, right after Marines and Ice Cream Men. The ones with Happy Tunes in their van. Although none of these faces look familiar, we are sure they're a real deal. They had uniforms, helmets, and everything. They even customized their headwear by drawing a lot of menacing skulls on them. How creative. Near the garage, we found a few firefighters shooing off some giant mutated cockroaches. With a fire hose, we joined in on the fun and managed to fill some bottles with the water. Damn it, we really liked that suitcase. Well, it's gone now. Damn it, our gas mask is damaged. Some sort of vehicle down the street, but couldn't get enough look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will provide more fruitful. Will prove more fruitful. Ted is still sick. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. No longer hungry. Okay, so Mary Jane gets the food. Fucking, she sucked. Her discussing plans for a first meal that didn't feature tomato soup. When we heard yells outside, we discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything if we could: water, food, medical supplies. Alright, so we got plenty of water. We never seen anyone so touched by a simple gift. A minute later, those poor people were hugging us like there was no tomorrow, quite possible, actually, and thanking us for the gesture. They were eager to repay us, and one of the group offered us a map of the local area. They claimed it helped them get here, so it brought luck upon whoever used it. We promised we will give it a try and wish them safe journey. Ted keeps coughing. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Wait, she just ate. She has no energy. Dolores is sick. She just ate, you mother... Feeling pretty optimistic. Okay. I don't know about sending Timmy. Fuck it. I know he's sick, but... Uh, fuck it. I was gonna give him the map, but we might need the map. Ted is really sick. Mary Jane and Dyer could use a little food. She just ate. Okay, so they're thirsty, but she's still hungry. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll eventually have to. We'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to the rescue. Come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy has comics about that, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military, but I don't got that. Ted is hungry. There we go. She's no longer hungry. Radio on a regular basis. Okay. It's hard to keep track of time down here. We can't tell if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are getting messed up. These terrible light bulbs are not helping. Too bad we can't replace them. There has to be something else we can do about this. Why would we use the medkit? No. To get at least an hour or two of sleep, no luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there are other problems we need to face soon. Let's just hope yawning will be enough to scare raiders away from saving us. She is no longer thirsty. She just ate, bro. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from the nearby town of Hill Valley. We started exchanging information. The call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back safe. Ted is no longer. Ted has rested. All Ted wishes for is a few drops of water. No longer. Okay, so. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel. That camel has 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. Oh, we can't trade any of these. Cause we got our things stolen, so we don't have any toys. We got a book. For how many? 1. Yeah, fuck it. We exchanged good with the trader as she went on her way. Before she left, she insisted that we should listen to the radio podcast if we ever wanted to get out of the shelter. Find a safer place. Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Jane, we should get Mary Jane a drink. Don't have a radio. Hey, he's back. And it looks like he brought back food. And cards. They say ignorance is a bliss. Another day without clues of what's going on is might not necessarily kill us. We are so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe now. We spotted an untouched store with many products inside, even food different than tomato soup, a real treat in these post-apocalyptic times. When we were about to reach it, a terrible noise made us stop in our tracks. Something heavy fell straight from the sky, crashing into the store and destroying it completely. After the dust settled, we realized we were looking at a spaceship. Just like in Timmy's case, could it be Saucermen from Mars? Then why does it bear American flags on the side of the logo of something called Astro Citizens? Could it be infiltration? Crafty little alien buggers. Under a bunch of metal space junk, we found a tired old teddy bear and some supplies. The bear looked disappointed. We ended up turning him around, and we could not handle his judgmental button eyes. Plus 2 soup cans. Someone stuffed a bunch of items into a big sock. Not sure how the sock made it through the crash, but somehow succeeded in protecting the supplies inside. We were tempted to take a bunch of jewelry that was rolling around the debris, but what would we do with it? Instead, we adopted some things that survived, thanks to being stuck in an empty space helmet. These are all nods to a different game they made. The vehicle down the street looked like someone work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could be the owner? We kept our distance for the time being, but we may want to take a closer look. Look in the future, this could potentially be our ticket out of here. Ted is still sick. Ted is hungry. Mary Jane is no longer hungry. Health has not improved. Should eat something. Alright. I think everyone's going to eat and drink. Nobody's going to go out. Full of surprises like this man on the other side of the door knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. Shall we trade? I'm about to get robbed. One soup can. That's fucking it for bullets? My gun is useless now. Our visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. Ted is still sick. Ted isn't hungry anymore. Mary Jane is no longer hungry. Timmy should eat something. Timmy needs rest. Wait. We tried to keep track of dates, but I don't. Luckily, Timmy remembered it's his birthday today. We should get him a present or a cake, or both. So it's settled. We're making a soup cake, but what about the gift? We don't know if Timmy's ever going to be a Boy Scout after the apocalypse, but the handbook is a deadly spider killing weapon. In his capable hands, he's having fun. Ted is still sick. When Mary Jane is tired, she becomes very cranky. Timmy is very hungry. If we don't do anything, it might get worse. Timmy has rested. If there's anyone who can it's the government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably messes or means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears open for them. Ears and eyes open for any sign of. Good news, the government made radio broadcasts about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communications in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Ted is sick. Ted should drink some water. Mary Jane is to be sleepy. She has no energy for anything. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Okay, so everyone needs water. At breakfast, we heard a knock at our door. It was a man with a rather excessive number of arms. He had told us his group was having a hard time finding supplies wherever they go. They got shot at first sight and asked us questions later. It's probably because of their appearance. The friendly mutant presented us with an offer. In exchange for supplies, his folks will escort us on our next expedition and make sure we come back home safely. Okay, what do I have more? I got way more food. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, I thought I died because of the way that faded to black. The stranger quickly became our friend when we agreed to his terms. Doesn't cost us that much, and we will sleep easier knowing that we will come back. We will come back safely from our next trip to the surface. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane is quite hungry. We were about to go to sleep when we heard some knocking at the door. Who could it be at this hour? Who could it be in this part of the wasteland? How in the hell did they survive the nuke? Should we open? Fuck it, dude. Did we get looted? Opening the hatch was a bit risky. It seemed it gave us some awful sickness. Timmy is hungry. Ted is hungry. Dolores is still quite ill. Timmy and Ted. Timmy. Let's give him the map. Ted isn't hungry anymore. Where's the water when Ted needs it? That's right? Thirsty. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone has drawn out a route and marked a spot at the end of it. Maybe there are hidden supplies hidden there. Should we check it out? Go for it. Briefcase, nice. This treasure hunt actually turned out to be fun, just taking place in the radioactive dump that is our town. More importantly, though, it was successful and we managed to find a small package, whatever it is in it. Will definitely prove useful. Ted doesn't recover. Look, he's got 1 foot in the grave. He needs to drink right now. Ted is pretty fatigued. The note we found on the door today was a real surprise to us. It's not a sign, but it says that whoever wrote it has been observing us for a while and believes we're the right kind of people. They instruct us to send a single unarmed representative to meet today at midnight to find out more. Should we send someone? Yeah. She eats a lot of food anyways, so we're saving her. Okay, she didn't die, so it's true. It's all true. There are really others just like us. We arrived at the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seemed friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Keeps coughing and coughing. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Mary Jane is quite hungry. See what I mean? She's hungry. Upon a weird signal when the radio frequency, we're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams we could hear a voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? You better not have broken the radio. Okay. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians. How the fuck does Russian and French sound alike? And there's just a small side of Canada that's French. Obviously, like, it's French English when you get middle parts, but it's mostly just English, which isn't that much better. Oh. Either way, they're foreigners, and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Ted is recovered from the illness. Can't remain thirsty for long. Water is what Mary Jane needs right now. Busy since we got to the shelter, but there's still much to be done, like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something. Okay. Timmy! We need Timmy back. Let's just leave all those questions be for now. Ted should drink something, eat. Okay, Ted needs a drink. She needs to eat. Dolores. While Mary Jane was rummaging through our belongings, she found a single plant seed. We have no idea what kind of seed it is, but maybe it's a start of something great. If we're lucky, it might be an apple tree or a cherry tree or something edible. No, because that's going to take months. We need the water. It's our last bottle. Oh, she's gone cuckoo. There are plenty of better ways to use our water. Drinking comes to mind, so Mary Jane will have to wait. Have to think of another way to occupy herself. It seems Mary Jane took it harder than we thought. She really was emotionally invested into growing that plant. Ted keeps coughing. Ted is no longer thirsty. Dolores is no longer hungry. Mary Jane went nuts. Today the music from the radio stopped abruptly. Instead, we got to listen to returns from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation, but then it turns out all survivors were asked to leave a sign that they were alive. Motherfucker, I gave Timmy the fucking map because he needed it for the excavation. Because he broke the map too. What did you get us? We were sure to find a location to me, but he came back from the wasteland safe. Our mutated friend kept his word. He brought a few friends along. We even had a bit of fun during the trip. And most importantly, everybody came back safe and sound. We waved them goodbye, hoping to see them again. We set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. This wasn't good. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us with a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. I can't. I'll be out of soup if I do. Our grandparents always told us never to buy anything sight unseen. And we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales we can manage without whatever junk's in that mystery bag. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted isn't hungry. Ted should drink something. Food. She's going out with nothing. She's gonna die anyways. Hurry's back soon. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted is no longer thirsty. Shoko has not eaten for a while. Timmy should eat something. He's like, fuck. We finally got a look at the vehicle down the street. A tank. No wheels, but it was reinforced with metal grills. But where were the weapons. That kind of vehicle needs a weapon. Let's get out there with some equipment. Okay, well, you use the lock and see if that somehow works. We broke the padlock key while lockpicking a bandit safe nearby. Inside were some yo-yos without string and a heavy machine gun. We installed it carefully on the vehicle. We locked an empty cache with our padlock so the bastard won't tell us. It's no longer hungry, thirsty. Thirsty. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today, it revealed a hole. We felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Fuck, I was hoping a can of soup would be in there. Some crazed rodent. Oh, fuck. Thirsty and hungry. Well, we're out of food. So being down here, living here, we need to make the best of it. We need food! Trying to do our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal, and we might never get used to it. We hope help comes soon. Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Ted is no longer thirsty. No, Ted isn't hungry anymore. Timmy was never a fan of soup, but soup is all he talks about now. He must be hungry. Oh, shit. Well, shit. The siblings are back. The group is growing bigger with each passing day, and they picked up tired and hungry survivors. Nurse, however, so far, I don't got a map. We could use the map ourselves. Our friends understood. This is that the phone. Time to check if the situation has changed. Ted is coughing. It's water. Timmy needs water. Fuck. Open in the name of freedom. We came a shout from outside door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduced themselves like that would probably definitely not. Fuck them. Until the group on the other side of the door went away, they didn't show up afterwards, so we figured it was the wise thing to do. Let's just hope they don't come back. Ted wishes for a few drops of water. No longer. I don't got food. There's a small muddy pond in the park nearby. Too bad we forgot our fishing rods. Perhaps we could try to fish something out of the nasty water with the briefcase. It's gonna break the briefcase, and we're not gonna get anything. Yeah. No briefcase, and I don't see anything. Oh, we got a map. Plus the pond water tank. Weirdly green and probably radioactive. Do we even know is it found stool? Oh fuck. Wait, what? She's not dead. Our family has been stuck down here for a while now, and we're getting very worried. Effects on Timmy's education. Can he read anymore? Up there, or 2 a week. Now there's nothing. Hey, she actually made it. I was hoping she would die, and she didn't bring back any food. A radio. That's it. She got a radio. Hungry, deceased. I'm dead, so. A quick glance at the map. We left them a message. There isn't enough food to go around, even if. Is Ted thirsty? Yeah. Oh, shit. Timmy's not gonna survive. He's out of food. Hey, Ted's looking better. Don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Mary Jane is starving. Everybody's starving. Out on an expedition, we notice an abandoned tank just sitting. It looks damaged, but it may contain useful stuff. What the fuck? Last thing we expected was a giant explosion. We could hear the debris falling from the sky and hitting the sad remains of our house. The tank must have been booby-trapped or contained volatile explosion. Why did we do it? Why? Well, fuck. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, he might end really badly. Bailey faced hunger. However, eating is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we were... I can't do none of those. Ted, you're the sole survivor. Although the girls are very brave to walk around in the wasteland like that. Sadly, they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. Ted is really thirsty. Alert, there is a gang of firefighters outside, or at least they are dressed like ones. They have been banging on the door ordering us to surrender all of our supplies. They claim they will drive us out with fire if we don't comply. Guess the definition of firefighter has somewhat changed recently. Motherfucker, we shoot them with the gun. They messing with the wrong fucking people. I don't care that the gun's broken. We kicked their ass. It's not surprising that a few shots were enough to send those cowards running. The question is, what happens if the rifle malfunctions? Or we use all of the ammo. We do hope it won't come to that. Otherwise, we might need to... well, oh, damn it. We spoke too soon. The gun is broken. I got no food. First aid kit is of no use, and we need to do something about it for some bizarre reason. We believe we can use lethal bug sprays to be... Fuck it, dude. I'm dead anyways. What do you know? Combining American and will worry about the side effects later. Ted is looking... Today, they visited our humble shelter. They're looking for a map in a new buy. Can they not give me, like, food? Oh, wait. No! Timmy just got back. And he got a weapon. Took the toll. Spider-Man. All right. I know it's not. It hasn't been 4 hours, but I think it's been close. It's been 3. I just can't think of a game to play anymore. Like, I'm so lost. There's nothing to play. Yeah, anyways, think I'll see y'all later. And goodbye.